Hello and welcome to another video. I'm currently in my Jaguar XF. The aircon has gone a little bit warm, so I'm going to do something that I wouldn't advise anyone to do, but just going to do it just to demonstrate that it can be done. So I've got an aftermarket Regas kit. You can get them easily off of Amazon, various other places. My advice, as many others would be, get it done properly, get it done by a professional. You don't save a fortune, but this is really just for convenience. I'm going to get it regassed at some point anyway, but as I say, it's blowing really hot. So I've got a basic inside outside thermometer. Currently it's saying it's 26 degrees. That's actually temperature inside the car, but in the dashboard it's showing 43.8. I'll just put it into the air vent just there. So I'm going to start the car and let it blow for a minute, and we'll see how cold it gets. It just doesn't really. I'm just going to leave it on auto. I'll close the door and open the window just to stop the chiming. So I believe it's been working a little bit. If I've been driving a long distance and the outside temperature is 30 or above 30, by the time I get home the fans are starting to spool down, but it's talking about that's an hour and a half. Certainly it gets it cooler inside the car than outside. So obviously what it's got to do is cool down. It's got to put air through the vents. The vents are obviously very warm. She feels to me like that one is the coolest. So immediately that one's gone down to 35. So according to my phone it is 28 degrees outside. You can see it just at the very top, and the vent temperature has got down to 31. So it does seem to have stabilised at around 28.8, 28.6, although it is, to say that, it's going down again. Just remember, outside temperature is 28 point something. The fill pull on these Jaguar XFs, the X-Type is similar as well, is actually right down underneath there. So you need to put the front wheel to the right, and then it's just a standard connector. So I've connected it, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it with two hands, so I'll put the camera down. But you wind this plunger in, it then pierces the can, and then it seals it. Then you wind it out slowly and you can just get a little bit of charge in there. So at the moment, showing it going is quite low. So off camera, you can see me by the wheel. I put that whole can in, and the difference is quite impressive. I've been outside for 2, maybe 3 minutes, and take a look. Air vent temperature is now 15.8. This has been running quite a while now. The temperature in here is obviously getting back to where it should be, but the temperature is still gradually going down of the air vent. I've got it in this one at the moment, so I've got it set to auto and 20 degrees, and it's still going down 10.9. so bearing in mind it is sucking in air that's 28 degrees Celsius, but the air vent temperatures are pretty good. Don't quite believe this top temperature, it says in here it's 29.6, but I think it's taken a while to cool down the body of this. Obviously things you need to consider is why did it stop working? Is there a leak in the system? Is it just the fact that it hasn't been charged for a long time? I've had the car for over 3 years and I've not charged it. I don't know when it was charged previous to that. Looking online, they can lose 20% of their fluid or gas, whichever you want to call it, per year. I think the pipes are a bit porous, and the gas can get through gradually, so all systems will gradually lose some pressure. But if this stops working again soon, obviously I need to get it investigated further. What the professionals do, they'll vac the system out, they'll do a negative pressure test and also a positive pressure test. They can put dye into the system, so if it doesn't pass one of those two tests, they can put dye in the system, and then that can highlight perhaps where it's leaking from. And also they've got some gas, or some of them have got some gas analyzers that can actually detect that the gas is leaking in a certain area. I had a car a few years ago, it was actually leaking from underneath the dashboard, and they put a sensor just above the dashboard, and they could tell the gas was just gradually coming out of there. The air conditioning lasted, I think, 4 days before it stopped working again. But I'm hoping that this is just the fact that it hasn't been regassed in many years. The car's 17 years old now. I'm sure it's been done at least once in that time, but it might not have been done for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, so it's more than entitled to have stopped working. So hope that's been vaguely informative. As I say, I wouldn't advise doing this at home, basically because it's not that much, it's maybe half the price of getting a professional to do it, but professionals do a much more thorough job. And if this doesn't work, that's £25 that I've just thrown away because I've got to go to professional anyway. But if you did want to do it just to get yourself out of a scrape for a couple of days, this is how I've done it. Most cars are the same, certainly the earlier cars are the same as this one. It's got the earlier gas. They did change it, I think, around about 2017. Some cars perhaps were earlier to a different type of gas, which are not compatible. The connectors that you get obviously they're not compatible either, so you couldn't put the wrong fluid, as far as I'm aware, into the wrong system. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, hope it helped. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all of that. I've neglected the channel, but I really need to get back to it, and that would really help the algorithm. Any of that, much appreciated. So thank you for watching.